Hey everyone, this is Giovany, BackYard Flick Reviews. So today I will be doing a quick review of Detroit. And I must say that there is some damn good acting in this film. At least one Oscar contender in Detroit, but we'll get into that. So, just like Heath Ledger's The Joker once said,
And here we go.
Detroit stars FN2187, John Boyega. It also stars Will Poulter, Algie Smith, Anthony Mackie, and Hannah Murray, who also plays Gilly in HBO's Game of Thrones. It is directed by Kathryn Bigelow, who also directed Zero Dark 30, The Hurt Locker, and Point Break. Detroit is based on the riots in Detroit, obviously, in 1967. A big chunk of the film is set at a motel which is known as the Algiers Incident. I don't know if I'm pronouncing that right or not, but it is obviously based on true events. But at the end of the film, the filmmakers show a disclaimer that what happens in the film took some liberties on the story based on unofficial accounts. I'm not saying the whole story is made up, but some parts are portrayed in a way that may not have happened exactly. Only the people who were there would really know, but that's usually the case when it comes to a Hollywood film. But this one has caused some controversy. The film depicts white police brutality against African Americans, but it also portrays African Americans rioting and destroying their own community. It is a sensitive issue that we are dealing with even today, but I will not dive into the political implications about race and what's justice in America. That will be a whole video on itself. So with that being said, I will only review Detroit, the film, and I'm not going to get into the whole political aspects of it. As mentioned, the acting in this film is top-notch. John Boyega does a solid job in the film, but he takes a bit of a backseat during the hotel scenes. The main actor here in Detroit that stood out the best to me, or that stood out more to me, was Will Poulter, who portrays a Detroit cop, and he did an absolutely great job.
Talk about this to anyone ever. You understand?
As far as Will Poulter's performance here, I think he's probably going to be supporting actor nominated by the end of the year. I think he's probably going to be the one to beat so far this year. We're still in August, so we could still plenty of other performances that could come out. But as of right now, he is the one to beat. He just portrays this terrifying officer, and he's trying to keep his job, but at the same time he still wants to do whatever he wants when it comes to African Americans. He already did a bunch of things in the movie from the beginning of the movie that was already questionable, and now when we get to this hotel scene that I keep bringing up because it's actually a big part of the movie, he just escalates it even more. So then we get to the director, Kathryn Bigelow. Like I said, she directed movies like Zero Dark 30, Hurt Locker, Point Break. So she's able to direct movies where it makes it seem like you're there. The way that she shoots, it just seems kind of like kind of documentary style, kinda, I guess. But it works. It has worked for the other movies. It worked for Detroit. I wasn't a big fan of the Hurt Locker. It was okay. I don't think it deserved Best Picture. So again, Detroit is a solid film. It talks about race, police brutality, some of the issues that we have been dealing with as of late. So it kind of echoes with what's going on now. So I understand why Kathryn Bigelow and Mark Boal decided that they want to make a film like this. It makes sense. But of the Kathryn Bigelow films, the last 3 films that she has made, my best one is still, or my favorite one is still Zero Dark 30. Then I'll say Detroit, and then The Hurt Locker. The Hurt Locker I thought was just okay, which actually won the Best Picture. But so Detroit is a C. I'm gonna grade it a B, and it's gonna be a 3.6 out of 5 stars. So it's a solid film. I do recommend for you seeing it. I'm sure Detroit's going to be one of those movies that some U.S. history professor in high school or in college will show it. It's definitely interesting to see the era and the issues that we've had in America, you know, from 50 years ago to, you know, now. So it's a good, solid film, so definitely see it. So this concludes my quick review of Detroit. Thank you very much for watching, guys. I will have more videos in the future. Sometimes I'll make these videos like this that won't have me on you know, in front of the camera, and some of them will actually be obviously in front of the camera. So it just really depends on my schedule and stuff. But ultimately, I really appreciate it. Thank you again for watching. If you have any questions, comments, leave it on the section below, or you can email me, backyard_pictures@yahoo.com. And that'll be it. Thank you again, and I'll see you guys next time.